Hello, welcome back to TGTV, and more specifically, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a Tesla. I think this is the first time I've ever driven a Tesla on this channel, and I'm driving this one under fairly dramatic circumstances following my last video regarding the Tesla that I got brand new that cut out on me at 70 miles an hour. So if you haven't seen that video, there was a whole drama. It wasn't actually that dramatic, really. My brand new Tesla cut out on me at 70 miles an hour. That whole video is now live on the channel, so go and check that out. It's a Model Y. However, I am now in a Model 3 Performance, and I just wanted to tune in, really. I'm not going to drag this video out. Just wanted to tune in to update you all on where things have got to with Tesla, what's gone on, what the resolution was, what they've said, and how I've been dealt with. Because in my previous video and my dealings on Twitter, actually, I was being a bit of a Karen on Twitter when the car originally cut out, and part of my 6 hours waiting to be recovered, I was being a Karen on Twitter, and I was giving Tesla a rough ride. And, you know, as most of you pointed out, and I actually think rightly so, it's unacceptable, could have been a hell of a lot worse, and it was just lucky the circumstances that they happened in that nothing worse actually happened. So, how I last left it was the car had gone into Tesla on the back of a low loader, broken window, and PCS system that's failed. So the power control system, power control system, I think. Tesla actually diagnosed that pretty much over the air when I rang in that my car was bust, and they've been working on that since. So I had a lovely chap at Tesla Nottingham called Paul. He rang me and said, "Hello, sir." Very, very nice, very, very helpful, as were Tesla Assist, who I actually mentioned in my last video, all been super helpful, and they actually sent me a loan car, a courtesy car. So this car I'm in now is a Model 3 Performance, and that was sent out within a few days of my car breaking down, and just after my last video that I filmed in my 997 Turbo. So Tesla sent me a loan car in the meantime, Model 3 Performance, and this has actually got free supercharging with it as well. So I've been very happy in this thing. This thing's been absolutely faultless. Obviously, it's a courtesy car, so it's done some miles, it's had some use, and it's been absolutely fantastic, to be honest. It is brutally quick. Now, apologies for that. Now join me in a supercharging station, actually in Westfield. But I just wanted to say, Tesla have been amazing, really. They've not paid me off. They've not paid me anything. They're not giving me any compensation, apart from actually paying for my hotel room that night. They couldn't have really done much more. So yeah, all's well, I guess, that ends well. And the car that I didn't really want to put on the channel, my Model Y, which is actually intended just as a really cheap pool car for Mahmood and Ianthi to use. I may well just put that on the channel now because yeah, it's broken cover. It was always intended just to be an offline car, just to poodle around in, but I may well make some content with that car. I don't know. Might have to just do some aesthetic stuff to it, make it look a little bit better. Anyway, I'll give you a little tour of this car just very quickly, but I am actually very impressed by the supercharging network. This one actually, as I said before, comes with free supercharging. We're punting out at the moment 460 miles of range every single hour going into the car. It's a completely rammed supercharging station, and I didn't preheat the battery, I didn't navigate to it. But that is rapid, absolutely rapid. I can't really fault these things, to be honest, inside. This tech's kind of annoying in that your speedo actually goes up here whilst you're driving, and you don't have a dash in front of you, but other than that, it's pretty good. You can see my rudimental filming studio in here. But I am pretty happy in here. Not really much to gripe with, to be honest. And they actually try and be civilized as well. They limit you. So yeah, it does tell you off. You should navigate always to a supercharger because it warms up the battery before you get there. So the charging is quicker when you get there. And also when you go to a busy supercharging station, it'll actually limit your battery down to like 80%. I put it up to 100, but I don't actually think I'm going to leave it to 100. I'm going to go to the gym in a second. I do just want to show you outside the car, so I'm going to jump out and just film you and give you a little guided tour of this Model 3 Performance because it is pretty cool. So then, for those that aren't Tesla aficionados, this is the Model 3, and they actually named Model 3, Model S, Model X, and Model Y because Elon, in his wisdom, wanted to name all the models to spell sexy, but Ford actually had the rights to Model E, so they had to name this the Model 3. as you can see, it being the performance variant, you've got the big wheels, the red brakes, and the other way to tell the performance variant, all these bits are black. Usually though, the door handles are black on the newer ones, but I think the older ones have chrome, and the newer performance cars all have black around the window. But the best way to tell is on the back, the red line underneath dual motor. That means performance, and you get extra wing on the back there as well. That is pretty iffy parking from me. But the supercharging system is actually really good. There's no faffing around with cards or anything. You literally just turn up, plug the car in, and you're good to go. And it'll just come up almost immediately on the screen there, saying that it's charging. It does work extraordinarily well, as I'm sure you're probably aware. That the only gripe is, there aren't enough of these around, I don't think. I've struggled to find enough of these round where I usually frequent. There is one, I think, in Banbury, in the Cotswolds, and there may well be one at Oxford Services as well. So I guess it's fairly well serviced out there. But in London, there are some pockets where there aren't really a huge amount of these. But also, one thing to know, I didn't realise, in Westfield, I got ushered through like basically a speedy side gate because I have a Tesla. So you do get treated pretty well if you're in Westfield with a Tesla. I didn't get my Tesla from Westfield, but yeah, there we go. Anyway, that then is now that. Thank you very much for tuning in, and stay tuned on my channel because I'll reveal my actual car very, very soon. Huge thanks to all those that understood what I was saying with the trouble with the last car and were reasonable about it, and sod off to those that are abusive. For now, see you soon. Bye.